What is up, everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games coming at you with another cool video. Today, we're going to be talking more Planet Coaster 2, and today's subject is going to be, should Planet Coaster have multiplayer in it? Heck, I would even kill for this in the first game, to be honest. But you see a lot of theme park simulators starting to get into this. I think Parkitect just added it, everything like that. You got OpenRCT 2, which has multiplayer, where pretty much you can open a park and multiple people can work on it at the same time. At the same time, this would be great for collaborations, for people that collab together, or just people that would just want to build parks together. It's just a great idea, in my opinion, to be able to have this multiplayer function, because then you don't have to worry about doing the Steam Workshop and passing the park off back and forth, which can be a pain in the butt sometimes if you want to work on a park together. So I think having this multiplayer feature would be absolutely amazing to have, and it's something that I think a lot of players do want, especially, again, for collaborations. For instance, me and Gunnar are actually working on Red River Valley. If you haven't seen those episodes, be sure to check them out. And we're doing a collab together and building that park together. And I couldn't imagine how much easier it would be if we could just have the park file uploaded to only have access for both of us and be able to work on it as we please. So if I get motivation, I can just work on it. If he gets motivation, he can just work on it. Stuff like that would be absolutely insanely awesome. I would love to see that in the game. Will it ever happen? I think we will see it, but it won't be until something like Planet Coaster 2, which, if you haven't seen my videos previously talking about Planet Coaster 2, be sure to check them out. I explain why I believe why the game's going to happen, why it will happen, all that fun stuff. So be sure to check those videos out if you haven't already. So getting back into the topic, but this would be such an innovative, not really innovative since it's been done before, but it would be such a great feature to have in the game. Planet Coaster is on the top when it comes to theme park simulators for current day, right up there with Parkitect. And Parkitect is a pretty solid game in its own right, of course. It's kind of that game that is Parkitect's that game that's kind of is more nostalgic for Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 and such. It still has that old school feel to it, but it's kind of like a next gen version of it, I guess you could say, which is kind of interesting, kind of cool, and I like that aspect of it. And I believe, like I said, they just added multiplayer. I haven't tried it out, and again, I haven't really played much of Parkitect as much as I should, but imagine if the competitor, which was Planet Coaster, which they're kind of competing in a way, but at the same time they're on different levels at the same time. So you could kind of view it in different ways, because Planet Coaster is more on that prettier graphics, 3D graphics kind of side of things, and Parkitect's on kind of like that 3D graphic 2D kind of thing, but I think there is like a 3D camera mod and stuff like that. But Parkitect does support a lot of mods and everything. Now Planet Coaster is about to get a lot of mods themselves, which is great to see as well. So really cool to see that Parkitect's a lot of theme park games are starting to look into that feature, and I think Frontier will have to look into this feature as well if they plan on doing the second game. It's just one of those features that I think they have to have in Planet Coaster 2 in order to satisfy people. And I think that's one of the big box features that you add, is the multiplayer function, to where you can actually work on parks and projects together rather than passing the park back and forth to each other. I think it'd be a lot better, and obviously to be able to play online with friends would be an epic. And you could go one step further with this as well and be able to, say, visit other parks that have been uploaded to the Steam Workshop. So you could visit parks together or something like that. You could go explore these parks together, have like your little avatars that walk around, play in first person, and be able to walk through parks as if you're actually there, kind of like a first person multiplayer function there, where you can go and ride coasters in first person and actually, say, walk onto a coaster and stuff like that, walk onto a ride and different things like that. I think that'd be a really neat feature and something that I feel like they could do pretty easily. So again, like have online parks, for example. Just call it like online parks or something, to where you can upload your park, and then anybody can go in and just be able to go into that park as a guest, not as a builder, but as a guest, to be able to walk into that park and explore the park, not as building or anything like that, but you get to walk in as a person. I think that'd be something really neat. You spawn at the guest spawner or something, and you're able to go and enter the park as a person, or as a guest, and that'd be really, really cool. To be able to implement something like that. You could do that, again, kind of going with the multiplayer functions, and this would be a huge feature that I think would be a game changer, and also something that's just be really awesome and cool. Like, how cool would it be to be able to go to a park that someone built as, a guest, as them, and then they can get, like, I don't know, you can get like a guest count going for that park, or something like, hey, 6,000 people have visited this park, or something like that, and it can have some sort of ranking system of how many people have visited your park, and there could be like a leaderboard or something like, and you can do likes, dislikes, and how many people have visited your park and everything like that. And you could do like a whole leadership board. That'd be kind of cool to really implement for multiplayer, for games like this, to be able to kind of rank your creations and stuff, and be able to create these parks together and everything, which would be, again, just great to be able to upload it and say, hey, I want this friend to have access to this park as well, so they can also work on it. So you can like do a multiplayer save, for instance, do a multiplayer save that's private, and then you can do add whoever you want to be able to work on that park with you, so they have access to the park as well, and it'll add them as a contributor and stuff like that. Or be able to make it public, and then anyone can work on the park. I think that'd be kind of cool to make like a JLW Games multiplayer save, where I just put a park up there and it's built by the community of JLW Games. That'd be kind of cool. And then maybe make some settings to where that you can tweak with, like if you do a public service, someone builds something, it cannot be edited by someone else or something like that. You could potentially do something like that, or you can't edit it without the permission of the others. So like if someone wants to edit a building, they first need to get permission from the person that built it. Put in settings like that, or you can choose to turn that off, and people can just, mayhem can happen, and everything can get destroyed. Because I think it would be cool to be able to do videos on looking at the updates of how the online park's going, and just see how, like, that'd be so neat. This feature could go a long ways, and it could at least start with allowing us to build parks together with other people. I think that's a good start, and if they want to expand that and do even more insane features, again, being able to visit parks as a guest, and then also being able to, again, do multiplayer parks open to the public, to where anyone could get in there. And again, you can do private, public, and then like all that fun stuff. I think this would be a huge feature for a game like Planet Coaster to add, but I think that this would be a huge game changer, and it would really open the doors to a lot of amazing, cool things. And I hope Frontier is watching this, or at least hearing something like this, because these are some really cool ideas that I think wouldn't be too hard to implement into a game. I mean, obviously I don't know anything about coding and stuff, but I think it would be something that they could do, or something to work on, and a big feature they could really market, because that would be one of the biggest selling features to me, is multiplayer in a theme park simulator game, being able to visit other parks, being able to allow other players to work on your park for you or help you out, and do a collaboration. You, again, make it to where you can make a public or private, and you can make a private and just invite those that you want to play on it, like invite your friends to work or have allowed. So pretty much you would upload your save to like this multiplayer thing, and you can make it private and then or public. And if it's public, anyone can work on it. If it's private, you can just add the friends that you want to be able to work within that save. So And then say you could upload the save and save the file to the game, and then you can have it normally. And and when you add friends and stuff, it automatically will add them as like contributors or something, so everyone gets credit and everything like that. I think this is something Frontier should be looking into, and I hope they're looking into it, because this would be a great feature to have for the game overall. But I want to hear what you guys think. Do you guys have any other cool ideas for multiplayer functions on how this would work? I still think this would be a great feature and wouldn't be too hard to implement into the game. Again, I would probably see this for Planet Coaster 2. I don't think Planet Coaster 1's getting any more updates. I think this is going to be a good selling point for Planet Coaster 2, so I think they will probably save it for that. But anyways, again, I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments on what you think about this awesome new feature and how awesome it would be for Planet Coaster to have in the game. I think it'd be great, and it would be an amazing feature just overall to have. I get excited thinking about this possibility of a game like this. If I was a game developer, I would totally be looking into stuff like this, like no doubt. And anyways, but that's gonna about do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe for more speculation and awesome videos like this in the future. So make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss these videos. I also have a lot of cool stuff coming as well, content wise. We've been really active, so you want to be there. So but make sure you comment, like, subscribe. Make sure you have a great day, and we cool tomorrow. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next live stream or video. Thanks so much, guys, and goodbye.